For me, Tar Barrel is all about a venue for the people. The whole essence is the fact that it's built for the people. So there's the beer garden, which you can sit out, bring the dogs, bring the family, and everyone's engaged. My name's Matt Bebe, and I'm the founder and owner of Tar Barrel Brewery and Distillery. The Mornington Peninsula is very much known for its beaches, its food, its golf, its, you know, all of those beautiful things. Well, we've also got amazing beer, we've got amazing ciders, we've got amazing single malts. Well, why not have some amazing Australian whisky as well? We're of the belief now that small, niche and nimble is a lot in terms of what the people are looking for as well. So for us to then listen to the people and engage with the people and produce beer and produce spirits that I think align with who we are, but especially what the customer is after as well.
We have a range of 4 core beers that we have on tap permanently, and we have another 4 taps that are for our specialty beers, that whatever we might come up with, whether it be seasonal or whether we're doing completely new beers. So normally we have 8 beers on tap. I'm Andrew Gow, head brewer at Tar Barrel in Mornington, aka AG. So Mornington began the back end of 2010. So Matt and a group of other investors got this property. It was actually a trick golf ball company. So it was operating out of here. So a lot of the structure was already here. So we just basically put down the floor and put the brewery in, and then built the bar. So that was 2010. We were very busy early on, a lot busier than what I think the business plan had allowed for. So we grew very quickly.
Yes, yeah. I'm very, very proud in terms of Mornington Peninsula Brewery. Very, very proud of what we created. I mean, there were 20 shareholders back in 2009 that invested up to a significant amount of money to put a brewery into an industrial area, and there wasn't even 100 breweries in Australia. When we were acquired in 2018, at some stage there is an exit strategy, and it just happened to be that was the year. And when we decided to sell Mornington Peninsula Brewery, we had a shareholders meeting, and it was unanimous. So we all voted 100% that we would sell to the private equity firm called Tribe. But to give up Mornington Peninsula Brewery was very, very difficult, and it felt like a baby to me. So to let the baby go is almost probably like feeling like when your kids leave the house for the first time. Are they okay? Will it be all right? But I'm sure that, Tribe have got their own way of doing it with Mornington Peninsula Brewery, and hopefully they'll be successful with what they've acquired and what they've purchased. For Tar Barrel, it's a new journey. It's the evolution of AG, who was our founding brewer, and me, who was one of the founding shareholders, or the founding shareholder, and that's where we've started the journey again. So a lot of people said, "Oh, you've got the band back together." Well, we have, in essence. We've got this beautiful venue. We're still brewing on the same equipment that we had acquired 10 years ago, even though we need to buy a few more tanks because we're sort of running out of space at the moment. But the journey has been enlightening. We put a distillery in 2020. It was actually ordered before COVID hit, but we put it in anyway. And she is a copper, Australia-made pot distillery. So it's basically it's a bourbon distillery or a whisky distillery. So the term that we will use moving forward is an Australian whisky with an E. The whisky without the E means single malt. We're not doing single malts. So we're doing a 4-grain whisky. The 4-grain incorporates rye, corn, wheat, and barley. So, and different percentages, different varieties of each of those are then used in the 2 Australian whiskies that we're producing on site at the moment. And they're all from Australia as well. They're all actually from Griffith in New South Wales. So same place the still was made. And then they go from the distillery 2 runs through. So first is a stripping run, the second is a spirit run. Grab the hearts and into barrel they go. So at the moment we've got 2,500 litres of Australian whisky in barrel, maturing, 1 more year to go until it's all ready. Yeah, very exciting. I think that the brewing industry is the best industry that I've ever worked in. When I've worked in commercial, from pharmaceuticals, etc. It's the examples that I can give you. So let's say that when we have our malt and when we mill it, which is the first step with the grain, let's say that our mill breaks down. Well, and it's going to take 4 days to get fixed. I know that I could probably call 4 or 5 people, local breweries, where we could take the bags of the malt to them, the grain. They would mill it for us so that we could brew that day. And vice versa. If we don't have cans, there's something happening with our canning line or our labeler or whatever it is, people give you help. If AG has an issue and has some questions about water profiles or whatever it is, we can call people, and I guarantee it 99 out of 100 times, someone will help you. It's all about better beer. That's it. So in a nutshell, it's just probably the best industry I've ever worked in. February 2023 is when we will be releasing the first iteration of Tar Barrel Australian whisky. Can't give you the name yet. Can't give you the. So there'll be 2 varieties. So.
Just give me the camera.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.